What's going on, boys and girls, kids of all ages? Welcome. Well, this is the Punisher. This is actually a custom, and it was made by Resin Mechanix, sculpted by the very talented artist Franco Carlesimo. And let me tell you something. I thought the XM cable was awesome with the interchangeable parts. This one tops that one, and I will demonstrate how in a second. So this is the full body. The packaging was awesome. Plain styrofoam, everything nicely packed in there, covered, no damages whatsoever, no paint smears on mine. Just a pro job. I can't tell you how awesome it is. We're going to get into a little bit of closer detail in a second. Here the base is a street rubble. You have like a beam. You have Smart Man. What he did was, instead of actually molding these, sculpting them into the base, he did them where you can just plug them in, and just awesome. These are just cables, not cables, excuse me, shoot, can't think of the name at the moment. I'm drawing a blank, sorry. Rebar. There we go, rebar for the concrete to be poured on, you know, and base is nice. The steel should have been a little bit more shinier, in my opinion, a little bit more silver. There's metal back here. I will get into a closer look at the base, but this piece of metal iron should have been a little bit more silver. They just put the, just painted it, but not give it a lot of depth. There's bullet shells, and here you have the keyhole. The bottom of the left foot gets inserted in there. Awesome. Stability is fantastic. The paint job is great. Only thing on the paint job is the separation or the shading. Separating the muscles. It's a little too dark. That's all I have with this. What problem that I have with that? With this piece was that. Excuse me. So I'm going to show you how much fun this statue is. Okay, so you insert them in here. I'm not doing an unboxing, sorry. And I'm going to go straight through, no editing on this video, so whatever mistakes I make, they will be made, and you will see them. Alright, so let's start off with the weapons. You get two 9mm, I don't know if they're 9mm, but there's two different ones. They have two different handles. There may be a 45 and a 9mm. The handles, you can tell they're different because they have a different design on the actual, God damn it. I'm just going to say handle. I can't think of the name, the proper name. And the holsters. So they get inserted. One goes easy on the right leg. The other one goes on to the left leg in the front. The holes are there. It also has a knife, which goes on the back. Easy. Magnetic. All pieces are magnetic. The ones that I just inserted. And the gun, the ammo belt, the clips for the machine guns, the grenades. The grenades look like the rings are made out of metal. Now that's silver. Really a nice paint job all around on that. The pants are black. Nice sculpt on the pants. I love the boots. Good detailing on the boots as well. The shoestrings, the stitching around the leather of the boot. Awesome. The shirt. So here's the sideshow one with the mixed media, which I love this piece so much. I think this is so handsome, but this one is just rugged. Now, the two portraits, sick. One with the grin, teeth. Oh yeah, the teeth. Mine should have been a little bit wider. I like the teeth to be a little wider. This is a little dingy, like he didn't brush his teeth for 8 months. Didn't like that. Then you have the other sculpt, which is his face. The mug, just like pissed off, and it gets inserted there very nicely. Now, that's the portraits. So let's go through the weapons still. We have a double barrel shotgun for the right hand. Hand already sculpted on there. Beautifully done. Nails, fingertips. The wrinkles on the knuckles are awesome. A lot of detail there. A lot of detail there. And then we have leave that gun for last. I think this is the MP5 HK with a long clip. I love it. Should add a little bit more, detail on the weapon. You know, a little writing, just to give it a little bit more character. I don't know if character is the right word to describe a weapon, but authenticity. Just make it more authentic. But you can tell it's an MP5. It's beautifully sculpted, gorgeous. No, the clip it's not removable. I think this is a Colt M4 with the retractable stock. The clip is on can't take it out. The grenade launcher is awesome. The rail system is sick. I like this gun a lot. And of course it has a left hand sculpted and ready to be fired. The nails, the detail on there is beautifully done. Beautifully done. I love it. So, oh, and my favorite gun, looks so super cool, is the Chris Vector. This weapon is sick. I love this gun. So, you get as well, you get a huge left, excuse me, a left arm extended, a right arm extended, left and right arms bent. I mean, 2 head sculpts, the base, the body, crazy what you get, and all done beautifully. I love this piece. I love it. So we're going to attach this guy here, and I'm going to actually put the Chris Vector in here. Man, that's the way I like my piece. I'm going to do the long arm, extended arm, excuse me, into the left side. The tricep definition is sick. I love it. I really do love it. And then we're going to take the M4, I believe it's the Colt M4, with the grenade launcher, and I like to put it right in there. Everything fits perfectly. The magnets hold so well on the arms. It's just awesome. If you get bored of this, you take this out. You pump up this guy right here, bent. Go, nice magnet. Look at that. Take sawed off, double barrel. Excuse me, sawed off double barrel. Yeah. Insert it. Oh, let me see. Hold on. Oh, we got a little. Okay, there we go. It's just a little snug, right in there. Amazing. I just love this piece. I can't tell you enough how awesome this piece is. And oh, of course, shoot, what? You want me to change the head sculpt? Absolutely. Hey, you got another statue. Holy shit. Excuse me, kids. Oh my God. It's just an amazing looking piece. I can't tell you guys, if you missed out on this secondary market, when this comes up, definitely it's going to be a couple $100 more. It is that awesome. Complements this guy so well, because this guy just looks very different. This rugged, tough, Frank Castle looks amazing. Love it. This is not the one that Sideshow did, that everybody's paying top dollar for. I definitely value this a lot more than that one. This is just so much more to play with, to actually enhance your collection, man. This is just a whole nother level of statue making right here. It's just beautiful. This is the way I would like to see a lot more of statues come out, where you can actually have a couple of more, like Prime 1 does that, where they're transformer line, where you have, different weapons and you can change them up. I think that's awesome. I think this was done perfectly. I love the symmetry on it. The paint job is fantastic. With the minor complaints that I mentioned earlier, no biggie. You can get it repainted a little bit, in the arms, and lighten that up. But nevertheless, I think this thing is right here is a diamond. This is a keeper for my rating system, and if you haven't gotten one, be on the lookout. You never know, someone may part with theirs. And if you are thinking that if it's worth it, you're damn right, it's worth every penny. I mean, I wouldn't pay more than 14. That's to be honest. No way. There's no way. I think this would be over 1,400. But you know, if you can get it for a G, the guy makes $200 over you. I can see that. I can see 300, but I can't see anywhere near 13 and up. I wouldn't do it, even though I love the Punisher, but that's no way I'm gonna pay that much. But anyway, with that said, I'm gonna conclude the show. Thank you, Franco. This is for you, baby. I appreciate you. You know I got love for you. You are awesome. Thank you for always sharing your ideas and you know, doing your thing in the community with all of us to actually have a piece of your artistic, you know, genius. And Resin Mechanix, I value you for what you did. You kept your word. You pushed it out. You did a great job, and I wish you lots of success in the near future with all your, you know, your endeavors. And man, I wish you guys all the best. Thank you for sharing a little bit of time with me. And this doesn't conclude the video. This is actually, no, well, you know what? I may do a second video with just music, and I'll just give you a quick look around on the statue so you guys can get closer looks, because I'm gonna have some sake now. You know how I always say it? I know you don't like me, but you like my style. Peace.